y'all don't know who that was. That's Naughty by Nature, Uptown Anthem, for the hip-hop heads out there. I just want to say hello to my baseball family and my baseball brethren. Most importantly, those who are former game changers. I saw my man Mike Cameron over to my left. He was in Seattle, and all those that went out to Seattle last year, please understand, this is getting better. My brother Adam Jones is to my right. I will allow him to talk in a minute, but tonight we're honoring Mark McLemore. Your Mark McLemore. The brother that's career spanned 3 decades and counting on the field and more on the camera. I met him in '92 when I was in Baltimore. What I didn't know that he got drafted in '82. Capri, his wife, his beautiful wife, I knew of her vicariously through my brother. They went to Northwestern University together. So there was a little bit of a relationship without me actually meeting Mark McLemore. But I saw Mark McLemore as a mentor, as a professional. I watched him. All right, let me put a pin on that. Those who know, let me talk to you guys. Now, I'm off script real quick. I was a single man in '92. I was the first round draft choice. He's married, he's going home, so it wasn't too much he can teach me off the field. So the lessons I had to learn was between the lines. But that brother is taking the time out to make sure I start paying attention to my career off the field. And it was early in my career. Not only through example, but he also would throw clues to me, almost quizzes, almost like Sphinx riddles. Hey, brother, pay attention to your career. Pay attention to your agent. Pay attention to your coaches. Pay attention to the game outside the game. Pay attention to the game within the game. So for the next 8 years, I had to figure that out when he was not with me because he got moved on. He went to Texas in '93, '94. And so for the next 6 years, I played against him, and then he went on to Seattle. And that's when my brother Adam Jones met him.
Appreciate everybody. Thank you. I just wanted to share a personal admiration for Mark McLemore, his family, Capri. I'm going to embarrass her at the very end of this. But I met Mac, as everybody knows him in the baseball world. We shared an English teacher. Now, again, he was drafted in 1982. And I'm 03, so that means Miss Oyashiku lasted that long, our English teacher, and she introduced us. And we met in New York right before the All-American game, and he took me to Il Vagabonda, I'll never forget this, in New York City. And he just gave me game, gave me life on what I'm about to experience over the next X amount of years. I played 14 years in majors, he played 19. I think he still is Morris's greatest player. They say it's me, but it's okay. Every time I came to Texas, for the first time the other night, I went out to Nick and Sam's. Very first time I've ever really been out in Dallas, because every single time I came here, I went to the McLemore's house. Miss Capri would make a dinner, and it's the embarrassing moment, and it's the best dessert ever. My wife knows it. It's a warm banana pudding. Yes, it's the best dessert I've ever had. But he just brought me in. But he brought me in as not just a young man trying to find a way, but he brought me in as a son, because we're the age gap. But the family, the kids, I've gotten to know them as they've grown up. All 3 of them are grown into their fields. And he's just been an inspiration to me throughout. And, I just want to just express to them that, how I've expressed on social media and smaller outlets, but I want to express to him in a bigger audience on how much he's really meant to me as a mentor, but more as a father figure in this business. And I love the man. So with further ado, let's bring out my man, Mark McLemore.
turns on this one, sends it deep into the right field corner, and that ball is out of here. Into the Texas Triangle down the line.
A better new facilities in baseball as Gonzalez robbed by McLemore. He does it again. And Gonzalez continues.
Wow. Who knew they were listening? Man, that is very special to have these two fellas up here showing me the love. Wow. Yeah, you know, Miss O got to get a picture of this. We got to send this to her. And the buckle. Look at that. Man.
Big change.
I tell you what, this couldn't be, thank you. This couldn't be any better for me. I'm going to do something that my wife always, or I'm not going to do something that my wife always tells me to do, which is write a script and stick to it. There are so many people that I have to thank, and I think everybody in here can attest to this, all my fellows back here, that none of us in here got to where we are without help, without a mentor, without somebody teaching us and showing us how to get here. I have so many people that are responsible for me being here today. I'm going to give you guys a few. I was very fortunate and blessed to come up with the California Angels in 1986. A couple of years before that, I'd been going to spring training, and I had the privilege and the honor to be under the tutelage of Rod Carew, Reggie Jackson, George Hendrick. That's no S. Ends with a K, no S, and he will let you know. Little story, a little history about George for anybody that doesn't know. Everybody that wears their pants all the way down to their shoes, that was George in the 70s with the Cardinals. He started that. Those fellas taught me how to be a major leaguer. Not just on the field, but off the field. Handle your business, do what you're supposed to do. I think the biggest piece of advice that I got from George Hendrick was this: Mac, at 7:35, the California Angels will play with you or without you. You will never be bigger than the game. And I took that, and I ran with that, and I played and worked and learned every single day that I could. When I talk to kids, I try and tell them this. I played for 19 years in the big leagues. I never made an all-star team. I never drove in 100. I never scored 100. And I never hit more than 7 home runs in a season. Why did I play for 19 years? Because I worked my tail off to be better than everybody else. I thought I was better than everybody else, and I'm sure there were guys that I played with that saw that and didn't appreciate it until I played with them. That means a lot to me. I'm very proud of my career. Those are some of the guys that helped me get to where I am. But the most important ones are here with me tonight. They've been there with me every step of the way. My kids, Tamarka, my beautiful daughter, changed my life when she was born. Man, I'm not gonna cry. I got this. It's just difficult when I talk about these people. They're the world to me. My son, Darian, my twin. They've been such a blessing to me. I don't know that I don't have the words to express that. My youngest, Derek. Adonis, when you see him. And I tell him, well, I used to look like that. It's in here, but it's just well hidden, but I used to look like that. Being their dad is such a privilege and honor to me because they understood when Dad was gone, what he was doing, why he was doing it, and who he was doing it for. Now, for my girl. Today's our 35th wedding anniversary. I knew she was mine when I got sent down one year. I'm waiting for her to come into town and, rub my back, stroke me. Okay, babe, it's all good, it's everything. Do you think she did that? Absolutely not. I'm standing out at second base because I'm upset. No, I'm fuming that the Angels sent me down. I'm standing at second base like this during the pitch. Just like this, my hand on my hip, I didn't care. Hit the ball to me, I was probably gonna let it go. Fortunately, it didn't happen in the first inning. So I come over, inning's over, I come over to the dugout, and in Edmonton, Canada, the dugout, you've got the bleachers right above it. I'm coming over there, I'm like, getting ready to say, hey, baby, before I could say a word. She said, you listen to me. You better get your out there and play because you're not going to embarrass me. You're not going to embarrass yourself. We can go home right now and you can do something else. And y'all know what I said. Okay. That was it. So all these years later, she's still taking care of me. Baby, thank you for holding down me, our family, and everything else. I didn't have to worry about a thing when I was playing. They went with me on the road, at home. When I left Texas and went and played in Seattle, they came. Road trip, school's out, they're with me that night. She's got them in the other room. Daddy's over there asleep. Leave them alone. And I'll tell you what, I don't know how many times they've been to every aquarium, museum, play. I have no idea. But she held us down. Baby, I love you so much. Thank you. Now, I want to thank the Players Alliance for putting all this together, Major League Baseball for supporting them, the Players Association, my team, the Texas Rangers, the reigning World Series champion Rangers. Yes, we'll get back. We're working on it. We'll get it. Thank you guys all for this. My man Jeffrey. Woo! I had one instruction from all of those guys, all those legends, all of my idols and heroes when they were giving me all of that knowledge. They said, Mac, when it's your time, pass it on. So every opportunity I had, everybody I ran across, every young player, whatever I had, I gave to them. And man, brother, you took it and ran with it. I am so proud of you, and I love you. This dude right here, we share more than an English teacher, Mrs. O. She is right here for both of us. Same neighborhood, same high school, all of it. He told me one thing, he said, Mac, hurry up. I'm coming, you better stick around. And I told him, no, bro, you better hurry up because this body's about had it. But what he has done, man, his wife Audie, the boys, they are rolling everywhere, touching every piece of this globe. Two brothers from Southeast San Diego, where nobody thought we would ever be able to get out and be here, up here on this stage right now. Him presenting me with this brother right here presenting me with this. You don't know what that does for me, brother. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I could go on, but I'm gonna get on out of here because I know both of you guys got to get up here and talk. But thank you guys, thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate it.